Hello and welcome back to Piggy Bank Tales. My name is Sarah. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I live in Southern California. I've been here for about a year and a half, and I live by myself in an apartment. The purpose of this channel is to show you how I budget using YNAB, which stands for You Need a Budget. It's a digital budgeting app. You can use it on the desktop. There's also a mobile version. My purpose is to use it here on the desktop so you can see everything that I'm doing. This is a $0 based budgeting system, meaning every dollar gets assigned a job. There is some great news for this video. The good news is this is another large paycheck. I earned about $400 more, and I think when I looked, there was 12 days on this paycheck, so that would make sense why I earned a little more. The extra money from this paycheck is definitely going to come in handy, as you will see in this update. So the total amount that I was paid for this pay period was $2,932.56. I did get a couple of cashback bonuses from my credit cards. So there's one here from Venmo that was $14.12. I also got one back from my city cash rewards, which was $46. This is from gas. The Venmo is typically from my grocery spending. Yeah, that's it so far for that. So in the first part, we're going to talk about the debt that I've accumulated. I did end up buying tires last weekend, and if you've been watching any of my previous videos, you know that I was trying to save up about $1,200 for those tires. So I don't know where I came up with this number, but just looking at some advertisements at this particular place that I plan to buy tires, I saw that usually the average was about $1,200, and they did have like offers for if you buy 3 tires, you can get a 4th one for free, but I was just going with a more expensive end for estimating. I also knew that I was going to be due for brakes. I just had a feeling. It wasn't like the brake pads were wearing down and I could hear any squeaking or I noticed anything in the braking as far as drive, but I just had a feeling that they were going to be upcoming as well, just because I honestly can't remember the last time I had the brakes replaced. I want to say that my dad had did them several years ago, and I really don't know how often you should be replacing the brakes. Usually I wait until some indicators that the brakes need to be replaced. Well, about 3 days prior to my appointment for getting the tires, the brake lights were turning on. I asked them to do a brake inspection, and sure enough, I needed new rear brakes. I also needed an oil change while I was there. I also needed a wheel alignment, which is funny because that's not included with new tires. It's something separate. Like they'll balance the tires, but the wheel alignment is not included. So yeah, tires, wheel alignment, oil change, rear brakes, it came out to almost $1,600. So it was like $1,580, which at the time of my budget, I had only had like $956 in my account for those tires. I thought it was going to be cheaper, what I was looking at online. I did take advantage of the deal that they had where it was if you buy 3 tires, you got the 4th for free with the purchase of the extended tire warranty, which was $150. So basically it's like the 4th tire is $150. Another thing is I do have a little bit of medical debt. Again, it seems like every time that I visit the doctor, about a month or 2 later, I get a medical bill that was not covered by the insurance. So right now I have one that's due for $105. I think that was actually for the blood work that I had done back in September. So I need to remember to put some money into the health category. Great news about the bunny situation is that I had called MetLife Insurance, and apparently MetLife now covers exotic animals, which rabbits are considered exotic animals. So when I called, they quoted me about $24 per rabbit, which is a huge change from my last video update where Nationwide was going to raise them to $250 per rabbit. So the $24 is actually even cheaper than what I was paying nationwide. I was paying $51 per rabbit before with nationwide, before they were going to raise the premium. And so now MetLife is only $24. So there is some extra money that'll be coming back into the budget. IKEA refund update. So there is no refund yet. It's been exactly 10 business days. They picked up the chairs 2 weekends ago. So I called this morning. IKEA did tell me that the refund was authorized, but they would go ahead and resubmit it and that I should be receiving it within the next 48 hours. Before I cover the overspending, which is typically what I do, I don't want to put money into this new tires coverage yet until I do my biggest funding for this paycheck, which is always rent. So I'm going to start with that. Once I put the money in for rent, then I can come back and take care of some of these other things. But I'm going to go ahead and hop over to the month of November. As I'm recording this, this is October 11th. So this is my first paycheck of October. So I do need to put half of the rent into the November category. So I'm going to click on my Paycheck One focused view. I keep saying focused view. And this is a view in which I have designated which categories need to be taken care of under this setting, this Paycheck One. So I have no money here for rent. So I'm going to just put half, fund half, which is $1,250 for me. My rent is $2,500. And then now I'm going to go back into October. And I really do want to put some money into some categories before I worry about the tires, but let's just take care of the smaller overspending first. So right now, T-Mobile, I didn't allocate any money towards this yet because I got paid actually received it on the 9th, but this payment happens on the 10th. So today's the 11th, and I just didn't have time to record last night or anything. So I'm going to take care of this with the ready to assign. Okay, and then household items. I'm not sure what this is. Oh yeah, I bought this little hair catcher for my kitchen sink or bathroom sink. So that's what that is. So that was like a household expense. Monthly subscription is 30 cents over. So this is for Canva and Apple. I pay for like the Apple storage, which is 99 cents. And so I didn't quite put enough money in there. So we had 37 cents that needed to be taken care of. Oopsie Fund. What is Oopsie Fund? Oh, I had to order some new checks for my checking account. There we go. And then, yeah, I'm not going to tackle the tires yet until I go back and do some fixed categories, and then we'll take care of the bigger debt. I need to fund my term life insurance. So I'm going to click underfunded, so it's fully funded. Pet insurance. So I don't know if I edited the target. No, I did not. It's still, I think, showing the previous one. Yeah, it's still showing that I owed $106.21. It's now, I'm going to just put $50. I don't know the exact amounts because it's like 24 and some odd cents. So I'll just put $50 for both of the rabbits. Do the 27th. Okay, 27th. Also, I didn't mention some great news about the nationwide thing is because I had paid the nationwide insurance on the 18th of September and I canceled it, I think the 27th, so like 10 days later. And Nationwide did refund me $160, which I don't quite understand why it was a little bit more. I'm not going to argue with it, but because I was only paying like $52 per rabbit, and they refunded a total of like $85 per rabbit back to my Venmo account. So I do want to show that really quick so you can see, because this is going to come in handy when we're discussing this. So yeah, Nationwide refunded $89 for one rabbit and $85 for another rabbit. So now when I look at my Venmo card, like how much money I have to pay like payments with, it's going to show that I have a positive balance in Venmo, even though I have not spent this money. Like, so I have $191 extra in Venmo. So this is not a debt that I've paid and that YNAB has allocated that money to pay that debt. This is like an extra amount of money on my credit card. So basically I owe like it was like a negative $8 the last time I did a purchase on it. So when I spend for groceries and stuff, I have a little bit extra money in my budget because I use my Venmo card to buy groceries with. So it's basically like using that credit, available credit, on my Venmo account for free because of the refunds, if that makes any sense at all. Okay, so this is Editing Sarah. I'm sitting in my car after grocery shopping, realizing that I probably just totally confused you all here with the whole Venmo credit card credit. This is the problem that I feel YNAB still has about dealing with refunds on a credit card. It has no idea how to distribute the money. It doesn't know where to put it. So, as you can see here, I'm using the mobile app, and it now shows that I only owe $25.35 for Venmo. So in order to just make things more simple, what I did was I transferred the difference. So basically that credit of what Nationwide sent me, I took it out of the payment category for the credit card and moved it back up to ready to assign. So at this point, whatever I spend using my Venmo credit card, I'm going to take the money from the ready to assign until that credit is used up. I hope that makes things a little bit more clearer. So we're just gonna keep on going down here now, and oh, I need to change this because this is now the 27th it's gonna be due. I don't know. I'm not sure why it's doing that, but anyways, let's just snooze the target for now. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what's going on there, but we're just gonna put $50. Doesn't make any sense. $50. If any of you guys can help me figure this out, like, I don't understand why it's doing this. Okay, car insurance. I keep forgetting to fix this target. I'm always gonna have like a little bit of extra because I think it is $134, not $139, but we're just gonna have a few extra dollars in the car insurance every month. Renter's insurance, we could maybe put a little bit there. Groceries. So like I said, there's a credit on my credit card right now, so I don't have to put that much money into groceries. I basically can buy at least one week's worth of groceries. We're going to snooze groceries. And gas, I am going to fund some more gas. Okay, bunnies. I don't know why it's saying $49 because it should only be $30 a month, but I did spend money on hay, so I'm just going to do fund half, and I'm going to, well, I don't want to snooze it yet, but household, I have no money for household, and I do have to buy some like toilet paper and stuff. Yearly subscriptions. Okay, monthly subscriptions. I do need to buy some coffee beans. So now it looks like I've taken care of the things that need to be taken care of. I still have $1,064.27. I can definitely take care of the overspending for the tires now. Yay! Okay, and then I'm gonna go back to Paycheck 1 again, because now I still have $511.25. We're going to put some money into the license renewal. And I have not started saving for Christmas yet. So let's put, it's underfunded by, doesn't seem like very much money for my, Okay. The other thing that I want to also start saving up for is planning for Thanksgiving. When I go to visit my family, I'm going to need gas money to drive there, money to go out to dinner with my friends. Maybe if I go out to dinner with my family, sometimes I buy groceries or whatever. So I want to start putting some money towards that as well. As you can see, that category is not showing up because it's under this Paycheck 1 view. You're not going to see that. So I need to go to all. And I'm going to start putting some money here under my friends and family. And I'm going to put $150 there. Yay. What I'm going to do is put under the oopsie fund. I'm going to put, the health. Ooh, almost forgot. The doctor bill under health. I'm going to put a little bit more. So I owe $105, but I'm always buying supplements or something now. So I'm going to put $150 here. Okay. Oops. That didn't. Oh yeah. It says $210 now. $210 now. Did I not pay attention that there was already money in the health category? Let's move 60 back to ready to sign. And then what I'm going to do is Oopsie Fund is going to get $50. And I have $119.03 that I'm going to put into my emergency fund. It's not very much, but if it wasn't for the fact that I had overspent that $600 basically on new tires, I would have had more money to put into the emergency fund. So we're going to go ahead and put 119.03. And then what I like to do, so I remind myself to transfer that money into my money market account, is I'm going to go to the money market account so that I can remember right away. And I'm going to put, it's a transfer, so we don't need a category. And this is going to be inflow 119.03. And this is going to be for emergency fund. Okay, and then once I'm done with this video, I'm going to transfer this money from my checking account into my money market account, which is my emergency fund. Okay, so let's go back to the plan. I'm really happy. Like, if it wasn't for the fact of having a higher paycheck, getting the unexpected refund from Nationwide, the cheaper pet insurance now, there's no way that this would have happened. And I'm really excited. Like, the budget is looking good. I mean, I'm really happy I was able to put money into the gifts account for Christmas, like, because I thought maybe I wouldn't be able to start doing that until like December. Yeah. And, planning for my visits, which this is going to be kind of back-to-back visits because I'll go for Thanksgiving and Christmas to see my family. So I'll have to put a little bit more than $150 for those visits. But yeah, I'm really happy about this. So that is the budget for the first paycheck of October. If you want to try YNAB out for yourself, down below I do have a referral link. If you use my referral link, you get a 34-day trial for free. After that trial, should you sign up for a subscription, at that point YNAB would give you another month for free, and I also would earn 1 month for free. Please like this video if you liked it. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please comment down below to tell me how your budgets are looking and if you've managed to tackle some debt or bought something that you were saving up for, like new tires. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.